Hey guys, it's Dan the Medic. Welcome to the channel. Now, don't mind me. I was just, I went to shoot in a restaurant and, I do food and travel, right? And it was like a hot pot. So it stunk up all my equipment, so I'm just like, I was just wiping it and I was just finished, because I put it all in the, whoops. I had put all my equipment, on this tray, and it's like, I just finished cleaning it, and now I'm just wiping the tray, and I'm done. All right, so today's episode is gonna be smelling the Nitro Funk and talking bad about Gibson. All right, so first, what is it about smelling the Nitro Funk? I will tell you. I bought this here guitar many months ago from Reverb. Great deal. Got a great deal on it, guys. It was almost brand new. Like really great condition. It just smelled horrible, guys. It was like a basement funk. It was the musky, mildewy. It's like a dog slept on it or something. Really, really bad. Really bad. Just thinking about it is making me nauseated. Oh God, right? Nitro, disgusting, right? Because nitro, the smell gets in it. Doesn't happen to all my, poly and whatever. Only nitro. Terrible, guys, terrible. So, in that video, I said, oh yeah, I talked about it in the video. So in that video, I said, I'm gonna let it air out. Many comments below, it said, oh, it'll never air out. It'll always stink. I'm like, no, that's impossible, right? Because what is a funky nitro smell? It is a certain substance that gathered onto the guitar for whatever the reason it happened, right? And when you smell something, molecules of that substance, is coming off of it and going right into your nose, nitro style. Disgusting, right? And because matter is finite, right, eventually as molecules leave, it will run out of molecules of that mystery funk, and then it should smell no more. So it's been many months. Let's give it a smell, guys. I'm getting lightheaded. All right, so I'm happy to report it doesn't stink anymore. It's fine now. Oh boy, man, those first few times I held it, right? That funk got on my shirt, on my pants. I put the guitar back on the stand, and I was like, what am I smelling? I smell my shirt. It transferred onto my shirt. Nitro sucks balls, guys. It sucks balls. All right, but it's good now. And of course, that gig bag gotten better. I washed it and everything. Then I aired it out, and it got better. That's better too. I mean, that's fine as well. So gig bag and guitar now smells fine. Now let's talk bad about Gibson. Now today I'm not going to talk bad about Gibson. I'm going to talk about people's ideas about Gibson. Okay, particularly, and I was speaking only about the, like the Les Paul solid guitar, line of guitars that they make. I'm not talking about other stuff, okay? No F holes here. So, Gibson. A lot of people, and guitars are my hobby, right? And as a hobby, I watch YouTube videos about things that I'm interested in. I'm sure it's the same as what you're doing right now. So, from many videos I've watched, there are people who keeps repeatedly saying Gibsons are special because you have to play with a lot of them in the store so you can find the one that is good, and then you buy that one. And they're talking about like the same model. Gotta keep playing a bunch of them until they find one. Now, there have been comments below. Danny the Medic, you don't even play. How dare you try to like talk about guitars, you know? And look, it is true. I always have said I am not a musician. I'm Danny the Medic, you see. Because I'm not a musician, I can see things musicians cannot. I am a medic. I can analyze things musicians cannot, because musicians, they love the music. The emotions are clouding their judgment. You know, they can't be just like totally objective about things. Things are subjective and everything. You know, it's hard for a creative mind to think, you know, in the manner of practicality and analysis and you know, logically and everything, which is like why I am not a good musician. I'm not even a musician at all because my mind is made that way. I do not have a creative mind with all the beautiful music, you know? It is two separate things. It's like how you got those marathon runners, but then they're also skinny, and then the bodybuilders are also big, you know? And the smartest people, like the guy in the wheelchair with the physics, you know? You don't see him got bounds of muscle. You know, everyone's different, right? So because I'm a medic, I can see things differently. You know, see things for what it is. Separate the truth from the nonsense, from the baloney and all that. So here's the thing. People say, and many respected people who are musicians, like they play good, they play real good. And they say that they have to play tons of Gibsons to find the one that is good. And I'm looking at it, it's like, well, how can that be possible? All right? Now, I have looked at the videos of the Gibson factory. You know, it is like robots making the same thing all at once. It is robots making them, guys. Out of it is just wood with bits of metals and springs and whatever the heck. That's what it is. How can they be so different? Why do you have to play 18 of them in 15 different stores for 3 hours a day for each one before you find the one that, what was the term that musicians like to use? It's like you fall in love with or something like that. Something like that, right? Where you, oh my God, you know, I'm loving this. So is it really that all these guitars are different? Or could it be that they're just in a better mood on a certain day? You know? Or maybe it's just a different environment that they happen to be in. You know? Maybe the sun was a little bit brighter. And then they go to the store and then, oh, I'm loving this one. Because it is a Gibson's of factory stamped products of mass production. They churn them out like freaking anything else that churns out. Like a box of pencils from the Staples. You get a box of 12. You don't have to feel all 12 to find a pencil that speaks to the person who's a writer, and they have like a pen name and everything, and then they gotta have to feel and find that one pencil. No, these are factory made, cookie cutter stamps made by robots and machines and technologies. Even the spring is done by computers. You know, these things are the same. How dare anyone? You know, then I mean, like, look, I do not believe in tone wood. I do not believe in tone finish. Oh wait, solid body electric, okay? Right? Because it is a piece of wood. And even if it is true, it is all mahogany with all of it's the same rosewood and the same maple. Even, you know, it's like, what differences are there? You know, all these musicians who say they have to play so many of them just to get one that is good. Could it just be in the mind? You know, look, I'm not a musician, right? But I've seen a lot of Gibsons. They look the same to me. I see the Gibson factory videos. They're all made in like bunches and stuff. You know, and it's like, what differences are there? You know, I could understand maybe if it was acoustic. You know, you get a certain slice of wood that had grains a certain way. You know, it vibrates a little bit differently because that's how it makes the sound. But it's like a freaking Les Paul or an SG, really. It's a piece of solid wood. I don't believe it, guys. I do not believe it. And the comments below, well, you're not a musician. You'll never understand. Maybe I'll never understand because I'm not a musician. You know, I enjoy guitars as a hobby. I have fun with them and I enjoy them for what they are. Pieces of wood with metal bits sprinkled on it. All right, have a good one.